Previously on Eden.
Oh, there she is! Oh, she's so cute! Maid! Yes! Because we needed more! Like the way she can bounce between being utterly serious and just like a bubbly maid or whatever reminds me so much of Holo. What kind of bullcrap is this? I wanted to see party. I wanted to have that cake. Sleepyhead? You mean she sleeps? Oh my god! Oh, so I am to be the enforcer! Yeah! Ooh, yeah! Moving eyes. Well, I don't think they could really move a lot. I mean, the pupil takes up 90% of the entire eye.
And our story continues.
Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, Jake of the OneManBand is back again. Welcome back to Eden. In the previous episode, we took care of a certain somebody, and Sean knows about it, but she didn't let on. She just kind of, she suggested that she knew. And that is why the plot is moving forward. I'm excited. She calmly entered through the door the maid girl had opened for her. There he is! Inaba! Inaba, who was lounging as usual, quickly rose and saluted Shion. Because she's in charge here. Salutations. I am sorry about earlier. That was really impolite. It's a little scary to be so sought after by about like 20 men. I'm sure it'd be scary. Super scary. But I should have informed you before leaving my room. Her words were thick with sarcasm. Nobody likes sarcasm. Except a few people. No. It all depends on what the situation is. But in this situation, sarcasm is not something you would want to have. The usually cheerful Elika was also bowed her head down and did not try to interject. It would be a great help to me if you could. Of course, I don't mind if you move freely throughout the interior of the research facility. I mean, this whole place is basically made for you. Interior of the research facility, indeed. Shion muttered as if there was something she wished to get off her chest. Well, please tell us. That's how we move the story forward. Inaba knew what she meant, but pretended not to notice. At any rate, it's been several months since you last left your room by yourself. We thought something had happened, so I ordered some soldiers to pursue. Something is always happening here. Oh, once again she's preluding to things that she may not truly understand, or things that are going on that she does know that are happening, but we do not want her to know about. Is it something serious? Simply a part of the duties required to maintain the facility's safety. Inaba maintained his composure as he answered her. It is what any commanding officer of the guards would have done. Major Inaba, not just you. I wouldn't worry about it. But ooh, so does she know? Anything overdone instead gives birth to trouble. Do not forget that. Yeah, I mean, if you overdo like a souffle, that's just a whole bunch of trouble. I'm telling you, the non-commissioned officers are just doing their jobs. The Earth evacuation project will soon enter its final stages. That is why it is necessary to maintain your safety more than ever. I thought it was already going swimmingly, like people were already going out into space. I guess the final stages are just like the final ships that are going to leave. She stared at Inaba with cold eyes before a short nod. Of course. I know you are loyal to your duties, Major. It is all for the sake of protecting you, Shion. I acknowledge that as well. But are you not the one who is sticking his hand in the bushes? Oh, and he said something along those lines to Ryu like 2 episodes ago about sticking hands in bushes. Ooh, that is yet another necessity. Inaba bowed courteously as we got an awesome look at half of his shoes. If it were to protect Shion, he would use all the leverage he had. Regardless of the risk, Inaba had no intention whatsoever on staying on the defensive. And then we fade to black, and we do not know what the rest of their conversation was. That is triple ellipses. Double ellipses. One ellipses! Next, we're gonna have no ellipses. Oh, okay. No. Inaba left the parlor, walked the hallway alone once again, and wiped the sweat from beneath his chin. Ew, you're a chin sweater? That's kind of gross. It wasn't uncommon to come out of a meeting with Shion, a little frayed around the edges. Inaba had been assigned to research facility number 703 right after being appointed second lieutenant. Lucky or not, he had many chances to meet with her. He had known her for some years now, yet he still could not have his anxiety. He still could not hide his anxiety when standing face to face with her. The genius scientist who had lived for 100 years and brought hope to this dying world. Yeah, it'd be kind of hard to keep your composure with such things. The girl who was called the Supreme Felix. Or Felix. Although her appearance was that of a girl in her youth, she was a completely different creature inside. Phew, I don't think I can handle much more of this. Inaba breathed a sigh of suddenly pondered. How was it for Ryu Haruna? He was indeed brazen, but did he falter before her? I wouldn't say falter. I think he was just, like, dumbfounded for the most part. In the report he received earlier, he found Shion had made contact with Haruna. Inaba felt he should have requested a slightly more detailed account. Knowing Haruna, he would have possessed the necessary fortitude to endure Shion's overwhelming presence. Perhaps Ryo Haruna is the chosen one. For what, you may ask? I don't know. Geez, but that stance, though. How do you get that stance? Perhaps he can do what I could not. What does that even mean? What could you not do? Oh, another triple ellipses, double ellipses, one ellipses. Time has passed. Elika. What are you thinking about, Shion? Oh, you know, stuff. Asked Elika. She set the steaming cup on the table. The master she served briefly gazed at the tea she was pouring before taking it in the cup in her hand. I was reading way too far ahead on that sentence. Is this the nice... that is nice once in a while. To leave your room and just get everyone all flustered. The warrant officer said something like it made good practice as well. Stop joking around. Young lady, can't you grasp how important you are? Why is it that you think you don't understand? Don't play coy with me, don't play dumb. You're a old woman, mind you. That's a little harsh. No matter how much time passes, it seems you'll never quit your habit of grooming me. Well, of course not. She's a maid. That's what she's meant to do. Until she dies or something. Shion let out a relieved giggle. Although she appeared to be a youthful young lady. Youthful young lady. That just seemed weird, since youthful and youth were like right after each other, but I guess it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to you. It all matters, and stuff matters. She had already been alive for 100 years. Once again, as we said, old lady. Regardless, Elika always felt it mysterious that she could still smile so innocently. Well, I think it's mostly because of the face. If you still had that face, I think you'd be able to smile innocently a lot. Anyway, stop doing things that recklessly provoke the soldiers. Don't poke the bear, as they say. Besides, the Major and his select subordinates, there exists the possibility that an assassin has infiltrated this place. If you show yourself like that, they might take advantage of it and do something reckless. Like, kill you! The Major is here to eliminate people like that. I should hope he's competent enough for the job. Maybe. Maybe. But you shouldn't go running in harm's way. Don't walk in front of people at a firing line. It's not a good idea. Besides, it's no big deal if I'm being targeted. Nah, if people want to kill me, it's no big deal. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. What do you mean by that? Yeah, what do you mean by that? Who knows? Who? Stop playing the coy game and just tell us what you mean by these fishes. Shion gave an uncomfortable smile, but a foreboding sense of dread lingered in her eyes. The very slight scent of crushing pain to Elika's heart. Perhaps I should go around and explain to these enemies that they'll gain nothing by killing me now. Besides, it's a pity to make the Major do all this extra work. Yeah, but it keeps him occupied. You know, it keeps him off the bad websites and the online purchasing of real estate that he doesn't really need. It just keeps him occupied. It keeps him out of the wrong crowd. Shion, I'm begging you, don't give up hope. Yeah, I'm here. I'm supposed to be the love interest. I'm the main character. Come on, don't give up hope now. We're just getting started, young missy. I'm merely doing what I need to accomplish. Isn't it the same for you? I make a point not to get in your way, too. Forgive me. I shall restrain myself from now on. Please do try. Shion, you... Yeah, what does that even mean? Just as you hold me dear, you are precious to me as well. I won't do anything more to trouble you. She's gonna do something to trouble her, isn't she? Sorry, Elika. Oh, the sigh and the downing of the head. Elika sighed very deeply. How much did she know exactly? They had been together for so long a time, but Elika could never fully read Shion's thoughts. Well, I certainly hope not. If you could, that would make you psychic, as well as a phalanx. Just to make sure, are you feeling alright? Why do you ask? Yeah, why do you ask? Don't why do you ask me? Even though you say you've been in good shape these past few days, you suddenly went walking around. I mean, walking? I mean, it's dangerous, man. You can trip over yourself. It was just a little walk. You're being a worrywart. You'll upset your stomach if you keep this up. Well, it's okay, I'm a maid, I can handle it. I can just make myself a little herbal tea remedy and I'll fix that up right quick. Shion was a bit annoyed. As she said, Elika understood she was prone to worrying. But she truly could not help but worry. Because she's a maid, and she's looking after you. It's just something that's going to happen. You need to understand that, young missy. And you guys need to understand that too. That people are sometimes just going to worry about you, whether you want to or not. So, yeah. You're awesome. You're all amazing people. Shion had not left her room alone and walked around the research facility for some time now. I'm okay. I understand my own body, even if it's not as well as you do. I was in good physical shape today, really. In comparison to other days, like yesterday when you weren't in good shape? Because the body doesn't work like that. You're either kind of in good shape for a while or you're in bad shape for a while. You don't just flip-flop every single day. Well, unless you're a girl and it's that time of the month, then I guess kinda. But you get my point. I hope that's true. Elika sighed, knowing full well that it would be pointless to say anything further. Hey, Elika. I'm just gonna stand here amazingly in this stance with my hair flowing. Elika, I got something to tell you. What? That warrant officer. He was quite a looker, wasn't he? Back there named Haruna. Rio? What about him? What sort of person is he? I want to get to know him. You mentioned you had a premonition. What was that about? Now you're playing the question game. See, this is how a conversation with questions work. One of you asks a question, the other gives an answer. And then the person who gave an answer then asks a question, the first person gives an answer. This repeats itself until you guys run out of questions. You don't go from question to another question. It just doesn't work that way. Shion had been strangely sensitive since she was a child and sometimes displayed a intuition so vivid it was scary. That excellent brain of hers may have been able to read incredibly delicate changes in mood no ordinary human could understand, so she's super observant. Shion had once mentioned that she was practically sensitive to bloodlust. She knows when somebody has the rage in them. And Ryu did have the rage in him, because he had just killed somebody. That's not all. He wasn't carrying a gun. He wasn't? He had a holster, and it was empty. You see how observant I am? You really do notice the smallest things. But, well, I see. I think with a soldier, that'd be kind of a big thing. Elika tilted her head. Don't you leave your firearms in the armory when they're not on duty? That's the official policy. Enforcement of the rules is lax around here. So aside from rifles, everyone takes custody of their own sidearms. I don't think Ryo is the forgetful type. Oh no, especially not when it comes to guns. As far as Ryo Haruna was concerned, it was likely he had never forgotten his gun in his room. Perhaps he was on an assignment where he couldn't use one. Like what? Oh, for example, an assassination. Bam, bam, bam! Oh no, are they gonna be thinking that I'm the assassin? Cause that's gonna be bad. I'm no assassin. I see. So he's the Major's eliminator. Okay, good. They went for the other idea. This research facility was spacious, and there were people stationed all over, including outside. You see, this research station is small, but it does have the capability for aggressive expansion. If a firearm were to discharge, someone would almost certainly hear it. One could use a suppressor, but if they didn't want to cause a commotion, maybe the wisest choice was to play it safe and not use a firearm at all. Yeah, but then if you use a suppressor, it's just a suppressor, some person can still hear it, there's going to be evidence left behind, gunpowder residue, maybe even a shell. You don't want to do that kind of stuff. You just take him out with your hands, smother him with the pillow. If one could have the skill to reliably take down a target with a knife, or simpler, that was a likely option. What's his personal history? I'm a soldier. I hear he came from the Special Forces. I think it was called something like GAT. You know about GAT. GAT, the military's 13th Special Forces unit. The unit which annihilated the anti-immigration front. The Dawn Stars. Wow! Sugoi, man! I'm hardcore. They're the organization that kept causing insurrections while making bold claims like, "We, humanity, will not run away to the likes of space. We should, and should we perish, we ought to gallantly face that time when it comes. Yeah, but I don't think you'd want to keep your kids around for that. You would want to send your kids to space. Rio was involved in taking them down. Perhaps instead of being called an elite, he should be called a monster. I'm a monster! No! These hands! They've done things! No! Okay. I wonder what the Major is thinking too. He seems to be looking for pawns he can trust. That's true. Let's be a bit cautious of Ryu. Elika fundamentally trusted Inaba, but didn't seem to have the slightest intent to harm Shion, and although he looked scatterbrained, he was handling his work well. But it bothered her that sometimes he secretly plotted and schemed where nobody's eyes could ever reach. Is that such a bad thing? He's good at his job. And now, Warrant Officer Ryo Haruna was assisting him with those plots. Just look at my hair right here in this shot. By the way, something's been on my mind since earlier. Huh? What is that? Shion had a unusual, bewildered look on her face. Although he's still young, it's rare for you to act so friendly with a man. You being friendly with men! You remember what I told you about that? Are you getting a little too close to Warrant Officer Haruna? What's the reason for that? Tell me! It's a secret. Did this mean that Elika's into me? Is the maid into me? That's too bad. Shion said that rather playfully, then put her hand on her mouth and said no more. Shion? The Major has gotten more active lately. The time will be drawing near. So you think so as well? Elika muttered and drooped her shoulders. Shoulders, not soldiers. I will not be my sister. She got those two mixed up when she was really young. You know, speech impediments and such. You don't want to hear about my family history. You want to see me play the game. Although they had expected it to have come from Shion's own mouth, only emphasized the fact. I'm prepared, but, like, prepared for death? It will be very soon. Or the end of the world? What are we talking about here? Just tell us! Stop playing this game, this guessing game with my emotions. Shion took a breath and relaxed her shoulders. See, I got it right that time. This mild inconvenience will soon be over, and my time of complete confinement will begin. Complete confinement? Shion, what does that mean? You gonna lock yourself in a solitary confinement with the padded walls, straitjacket? That might be fun for like 20 minutes. Then you might get bored. Oh, well, I didn't even get to read that. Go back. No, stop! Stop, go back! Go back! Go back! I order you to go back! Go back. No, I didn't get to read that! Something about birds and pluck from the sky? Well, you guys got to read it, hopefully. I was too busy making a joke. Screw you, game. Well, fine. We'll keep going, I guess. Oh, now we're in water. So is this the end? I wouldn't think so. Maybe it's just the end of like episode 1 of like the game. Maybe it's broken up into episodes. But it's cool, so let's just watch it. Eden. There's only 2 on the planet. Oh. Oh, dang. That's destroyed place. That looks like us. There's Shion, just laying there, being cutesy. More people. There's us, still walking. Broken. Snow. Eye. Opening. Oh no, you're all alone. Oh, why did Elika disappear? here to save you. Whoa, that place exploded. Now we're running through a field. Now we're running out of water. I think they're obsessed with blue butterflies, but I'm okay with that. So when's the anime come out? That's what I'm wondering. It's gonna be awesome. I think it'd be cool. I think it's an original enough idea. Bringing the crowds, you know, get a fan base. I'd watch it. I'd play this game and then I'd watch it. Shion. Yes. What about Shion? She just stood there. Alrighty, so with that, my dear friends, we will end the episode here. Now, I'm not quite sure what that detailed, whether if it was the end of like Act 1 or Episode 1 or something along those lines. But, yeah, so I'll just put end there. So, be sure to like and favorite if you've enjoyed. Subscribe, of course. I still believe there is much more in this game that is left for us. I am excited. I hope you guys are excited. We will continue on this journey together next time. I'll see you next time. When I'm out there in YouTube land, I try to entertain you in more ways than one. So remember that. Yeah.